second. I think we're live. It's like a little bit of a delay sometimes.
It says we're streaming live.
Okay. So yes, we're totally live now. Wave to
Woo!
Facebook. Say hi, Facebook.
Woo!
Hi. Ladies and gentlemen of Facebook, I am here with the amazing Coach Jeff Peterson. He is going to be one of the speakers at the Caregiving with Ease virtual summit coming up in just 2 days. Jeff, can you believe it?
I know it's right around the corner. It seems like we were planning this for a long time, and all of a sudden, it was here.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm so excited that this is coming up and that everything um is going to be amazing. It's about the hope and the healing and the restoration of the caregiver journey, before, during, and even after that whole process. And so, first of all, share with us, what is your perspective um, of why people should come to this summit? Why, for what is this event going to do for the caregivers who are going to be there? Why should they
Well,
come?
I think it's somewhat ironic that we're calling this caregiving with ease because any of you caregivers know that there's nothing easy about being a caregiver for sure. So I'm really excited that you have a lot of authors from the Voice of Hope book that are joining us for this event. Some of you may have already picked up your copies of that. There's always time to pick up your copy. We still have them. But there's some amazing folks that have gone through the same journey that all of you are going through. And I guess I hope, and I don't want to speak for the group, but I think for Dr. Heather and myself as, I think that our journey, hopefully, and some of our tips can be a great roadmap for people who are maybe in the early stages of caregiving so that we can, I don't know, give you a sense of kind of what to expect. And, again, in the caregiving situation, there's always unexpected things, and it's really hard to plan your days and do things because emergencies are definitely going to come up. But, I think that what you'll gain from this is a lot of tips and a lot of expert advice on, how maybe you can take back some of your life and maybe not make some of the same mistakes, because believe me, I made plenty of them when I was caregiving for my wife for 10 years. So yeah, I hope that some of our past trials and tribulations can again be a roadmap for all of you to make fewer mistakes. And I think one of the messages that will probably come through loud and clear is your own self-care. I think that for me, that was something I always felt that was selfish when my wife was going through so much, but it's really important, and I think ultimately makes you a better caregiver to your caree if you're taking care of yourself better.
Wow, Jeff, that was some amazing nuggets that you just dropped. I mean, first of all, like, rewind, self-care. We think that we feel guilty sometimes, especially as a caregiver when we want to be able to take care of ourselves, but we have such a need urgency in situations of what's going on, and how to be able to reclaim that power that you mentioned, to know that self-care is not selfish. That's right, because through our self care, we can be able to love more. So Jeff is the awesome CEO and founder of a organization called One Love Coaching and Consulting. Is that it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, awesome. Because that's what it's about. It's about giving that love and healing the heart. And there's another special segment to Jeff's story, because he's able to share. Jeff, can you share with us a little bit about your caregiving journey and um, about where you are in that journey and how you, like, even from then and now, like, that can allow them to connect a little bit more to where you're coming from.
So I've been a secondary caregiver a couple of times in my lives. I'm actually in the process of moving back from Virginia to Michigan to help care for my mom, who's going through some health issues. But the lion's share of mine was my wife had some autoimmune issues, and she had chronic Lyme disease, which I think she was more susceptible to the Lyme because of the fact that she had some pre-existing autoimmune conditions. And so the Lyme became very opportunistic to her and her body. And it was just something that, again, she struggled to get out of bed every single day, but she was a true warrior, and she did. Unfortunately, last February, not this past, but it'll be, I guess, 18 months ago, she just couldn't fight anymore. So she unfortunately took her own life when she was here in Michigan. And so, the process for me now is, again, trying to educate. I'm a Lyme advocate. There's not a lot of funding from the government. We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on her treatment out of pocket because most of it's not covered under traditional insurance. So, I'm an advocate for that. And then, I did think that caregiving was the hardest job I ever had, and until I started grieving. So, grief is also something that I'm focused on. My talk this week is going to be about you didn't choose this life, but you do still have choices. And again, there's a lot of curveballs that are thrown at us, but there are certain things that we can do to take some power back and to basically live a somewhat normal life, even though we're deep in it every day in those trenches of taking care of our loved one.
Jeff, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and we're sending you all the love for your amazing wife, because she really was amazing. I remember when we were doing the interview about the book, and I was just in awe of how awesome you described her, and it was just the connection that you had and that you expressed, and that power of being present with her. Like, that's amazing. And the the healing, our tests are our testimony. So the ability to be able to go through this transition and have that healing, so therefore you can be able to show others, that is like one of the greatest callings in the world. So thank you for your service to the world, my friend.
It's my pleasure. And yes,
And
I'm very fortunate. I have a lot of people in my corner. I have a lot of people that love me, like Dr. Heather, and
yes,
family and friends. So that certainly makes things easier. And yeah, I'm truly blessed. I had the most amazing woman for 36 years who was my best friend. So yeah, I'm very grateful, and I'm very blessed.
thank you, thank you. And now tell me, on this journey, how has life coaching, because you became a certified life coach a couple years ago, how had that supported you in just not only your business but also your life and your caregiving journey?
I think it just helped me slow down a bit and really help focus on what's truly important in life. I'm certainly not the same money hungry 20 something year old that thought that, true success was, how much money I earned and how big my house was and what kind of car I drove. Is, again, um, we live in Virginia, and we have for 20 some years. And, the amount of people that showed up for my wife's funeral, a lot of them were friends of my kids who, we grew up with, and they were in our house every day. But, they're still young kids in their 20s, don't have a lot of money, but, they were there. So I think the life coaching has done for me is, again, it's helped me to focus on truly what's important in our lives. And again, I've yet to see a Hertz pulling a U-Haul behind it. We can't take any of that stuff with us, but we can have an impact on the world. We can have an impact on our loved ones and all of our relationships. So I think that coaching really helped me really get it, I guess.
Wow, I love that. As I was hearing you, it was reminding me. So, Jeff, the thing that we had in common, especially in the book, and we're both caring for our spouses. And I remember we talked about like how it's one thing to care for our children or our elderly parents because that's expected, and it's a whole nother ball game when you're caring for your spouse who is, that's just not sometimes not expected. And you reminded me just right now that power of presence, that's what life coaching brought. I feel like it brought that to me too. The Because the most important things aren't things, it's with the experience that we have, it's the moments that we have with our families. And sometimes when we want to strangle the loved ones that we're caring for, we're able to give them grace and unconditional love, that one love that you're talking about. For yes, it's a beautiful
Absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's really cool, Jeff. We're gonna get ready to wrap up, but I want to know, or just want to know, what is maybe one thing that you would tell our audience, like what action should they take next?
They need to sign up. You're going to be really sorry if you don't. Again, I know that you're probably, most of you are caring for someone and your days are really full, but I'm confident that if you spend this time with us over those 2 days, and maybe you don't have the ability to spend the full time with us, but jump on as many sessions as you can. It's free to sign up. There are some VIP package that, again, you'll have the ability to talk to all of us at the end of the day, drill down a little bit further with questions, things like that. So, it's not an expensive thing. And I guarantee that you won't be sorry for the time that you spend with us. I always said everything is about learning. And, even if you pull just one or two things out of it, which I'm pretty confident that you'll pull a lot more than one or two things out of it. Even for me, I've been doing this for 10 years and I've been doing the coaching and consulting for about 3 years now. And I learned something every day. I was just on a virtual summit for 5 days last week. And it was, again, part of my caregiving certification, but it was about grief. And even on all those sessions, I myself personally learned so much from every speaker. And, unless I was just checked out on a little mini vacation, there wasn't one speaker that presented that I didn't pick up a nugget from or a tip from of how to move forward, on this journey.
Wow,
So I
I
encourage you,
love it. I
please
can't wait.
sign up, tell your
So,
friends, tell your family.
let them know. Let them know exactly. Because you know what? Even you're so right. I'm going to learn so much from every single speaker and during this and every single participant. So if you have not gotten your ticket, this is the call to get it like now. Not
Yeah.
now, but like yesterday, like right now.
Yeah. Like not 5 minutes. Put the dinner skillet on hold or turn it down to low and sign up.
That's right. That's right. Come hang out with us and have
That's
some more.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Awesome. All right, Facebook. Well, thanks so much for listening. Let's wave bye to them. See you later, Facebook. We'll see you in 2 days.
Yes.
2 days.
Bye.
Peace.
Can't wait to see all of you there.
Yay.